baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about the boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young Jackaka, Rico like Suave. Young Enrique, speaking at AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around you.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Wide open receiver, complete. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Sawyer. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Falcons at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Come on. Set 79 Broncos.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 46, here's second down and 7.
Let's go.
They run the counter. It's Franklin. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run on first down. Franklin. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Let's go.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
60 Bison. Warriors 70. Street. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Go.
To the air goes Daniels. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Right back to him on first down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they can.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunky yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he stays up. Flushed out right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sawyer. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Let's go now.
Now Daniels. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Daniels going to throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, smash. Ready.
Daniels looking to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Go! Ready, ready?
Up the middle they go. Sawyer. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
18, Pioneer. Tag. 18, Rattler. 18, 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Cup 19. Cup 19.
To throw is Daniels. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
Okay, ready?
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Deputy!
Now a handoff up the middle. Sawyer. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Go!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Ready? Get it! Let go!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Hard to imagine a quarterback like this would be available in a trade. I mean, what an impact he's going to have.
And you know exactly why they went out and got him. They want to win and win big, and he provides that opportunity for them.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Seven Pirates, 7 Pirates.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down. They'll try the left side. It's Franklin, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
3rd and 12. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's taken in by Franklin. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
2nd and 13. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Let's go now.
Second down and 6 now.
Maverick, 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos. Ready?
Back to throw. Daniels. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go, here we go. Buffalo 18.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back to throw now on first down. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here we go. Pass to the left. Go.
Back to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And in the second half of the tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to McBride. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Give him 2 on the play there. And it'll give the Falcons a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Pioneer. Ready? 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Let go.
Now Daniels. Looking left side, and it's complete. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
To the air goes Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
19 Lions.
In motion goes the tight end.
Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
To throw is Daniels. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
79 Broncos. Ready?
On 4th down, here's Daniels. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Franklin, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Ready?
And the tight end goes in motion left. Daniels looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Hey. 70 Ranger.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That is incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Here we go.
Here's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer. Go.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And his throw here is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Cup 19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Ready? Ready.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Ready?
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Franklin. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Okay,
here's 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. That escapes the sack. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
70! 79 Broncos!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Come on. Set Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a one-score game. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he'll work down inside the 45. So this one.